But then we have Ukraine, but that's another story for another day. So,
but yeah, and without a shot being fired.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
exactly.
he stirred up the human spirit in such a. I mean, there's the videos, you can YouTube it, of when he went to Poland.
Yeah,
and in the middle of the mass, the crowd just chanting, "We want God, we want God," for minutes on end. Mm-hmm. It was just this incredible. That's the power of holiness, of closeness to God.
Well, and you even mentioned, because John Paul was from Poland, mm-hmm. and you had mentioned that in our earlier conversation before the podcast, that of the countries of the Western world, Poland is about the only one that really has strong vocations anymore.
Yeah.
So that hasn't, I mean, how long has he been dead? And he's still having influence.
Right. Yeah, and he left Poland in 1978, when he went to Rome.
Exactly.
He was elected Pope. He didn't go back other than these trips,
sure.
as Pope. So, but yeah, 40 plus years later, the church is so strong there because number of reasons. There are a number of incredible saints out of Poland, actually, but he's certainly primary among them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Once again, how would they find your podcast?
So if you Google Father David Skillman,
okay,
Podbean is probably the easiest way, or you can search for Odor Christi,
mm-hmm.
ODORCHRISTI, Odor Christi.
And you had to do it in Latin, a dead language that nobody speaks. You need to talk about that to that marketing guy who's doing all things new. Maybe he can jazz it up just a little bit. Very good. Any parting words, Father?
I would just kind of share maybe those sentiments that so filled my heart when I heard Pope John Paul II speak them, to all of our listeners, that you're not where you are, you're not alive when you are and where you are by accident, but God has a plan for you and a plan for your own happiness and a plan for your own part to play in sharing the joy of, if you're Christian, your Christian faith, but even if you're just human, the beauty of humanity and the dignity of humanity. And if you open yourself to God and to his grace and influence in your life, you too can be a beautiful, great saint like John Paul II was.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Father Skillman. Father David Skillman, Roman Catholic priest and podcaster. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
That's it. We're done. JamesStrongShow@hotmail.com. That's my email address. You can find the podcast anywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, you name it, it's there. Even Podbean, just like the Good Fathers podcast. But the easiest way, send me your email address. Send your email address to JamesStrongShow@hotmail.com. I will put you on the mailing list, and I will go ahead and send you a link to the podcast upon publication, and you can download it and listen to it at your leisure. That's it. I'm done. Until next time, this is James Strong saying adios.